Sunday mornings in Willow Creek were the kind people dreamed about. Blue skies, birds chirping in the branches overhead, the scent of hickory wood drifting through the air from our backyard smoker, and a peaceful calm so pure it felt like time slowed down. That morning was no different. I was in the kitchen shaping hamburger patties for the grill, humming along to an old country tune. My wife, Marissa, was upstairs with her usual Sunday ritual, jasmine tea in one hand, mystery novel in the other. She valued silence, especially after her time in the army. Outside, our 5-year-old son, Caleb, was in his element. He sat at the edge of the driveway, neon sidewalk chalk in hand, lost in the creation of a fierce T-Rex with stubby arms and a curling tail. Tongue poked from the corner of his mouth, he was as focused as a surgeon. That was our peace. That was our normal. Until it wasn't. The SUV came from nowhere, big, black, windows tinted far too dark. It crept around the cul-de-sac like a predator. There were no plates, no decals, just a low growl of an engine and trouble rolling on 4 wheels. My gut twisted the second it came to a stop right at the end of our drive. 2 men stepped out, both tall, broad, and dressed in tactical vests labeled in bold, HOA enforcement. The font alone screamed fake authority. No name tags, no clipboards, no signs of actual legitimacy. One of them didn't even hesitate. He marched straight toward Caleb. "Step away from the property," he barked. His voice cracked like a whip across the calm morning. Caleb froze, chalk dropping from his tiny fingers, eyes wide in confusion. I stepped out from the garage. What the hell is going on? No answer. Just more shouting. "That child is vandalizing HOA property. Unauthorized markings are a violation." I blinked. Vandalism? He's 5. He's drawing dinosaurs. Caleb began to cry, crouched beside his chalk masterpiece. One hand wiped his eyes. The other clutched a blue chalk nub like a shield. The second man scanned the porch, hand hovering near his belt. I moved forward, fists clenched. "Back off my kid or I'm calling the cops." Then came the voice. Calm, cold, and precise. "You've got a red dot on your temple. That's not a laser pointer." Everyone froze. The voice came from the second-story window. Marissa. There she stood, idoscope, expression unreadable. The matte black of her precision rifle peeking from the shadows of the bedroom window. The man nearest Caleb flinched. A red dot was centered on his temple. "Move again," she said, "and the next shot won't be a warning." He backed away, hands half raised. His partner twitched, and the bolt on Marissa's rifle clicked. I knelt beside Caleb. "It's okay, buddy. You're safe. Just stay behind me." He nodded into my shoulder, sobbing quietly. I turned to the men. "You have 10 seconds to get off my property. You're not law enforcement and you have no right to be here. We're acting under HOA authority." "HOA isn't the law. You're harassing a child." "And my wife? She's a trained military sniper. You're lucky she's using restraint." Still, they hesitated. Marissa spoke again, flat and final. "Move." The second man made the wrong call. He stepped backward but reached into his vest. Crack. The SUV's mirror exploded. Chrome and glass scattered across the street. It hadn't hit him. That was the point. The man dropped, hands sky high. His partner stiffened, frozen in place. Across the street, neighbors emerged. Phones came out. Someone asked if we were okay. I kept my focus locked. "On your stomachs," Marissa ordered. "Palms up. No talking." They obeyed. Sweat pooled on their foreheads. That's when I noticed the SUV. Still running. No HOA decals. Inside, a laptop, a duffel bag, a box of industrial-grade zip ties. My stomach dropped. Marissa had already triggered our silent alarm. Backup was en route. "You came with fake IDs, zip ties, and weapons," I said, voice shaking with fury. "That wasn't an inspection. That was a plan." They didn't speak. Good. Words wouldn't help them now. Sirens approached. Squad cars slid into the street. Cops fanned out fast, weapons drawn, I scanning the scene. Marissa remained in her perch, calm, precise. "Is that your wife?" one officer asked. "Yeah. She's a good shot." They took over. The men were cuffed. The SUV was searched. What they found made every officer pale. Zip ties. Duct tape. Unregistered burner phones. Fake HOA fines. A tablet with addresses and schedules hours starred. Caleb's name was written in pen. That broke me. Marissa. She didn't cry. Just stood beside Caleb, eyes scanning the crowd. The police chief arrived within the hour. He shook her hands, thanked Marissa for her measured restraint under extreme pressure. By evening, the doorbell footage had gone viral. The video showed it all. The approach, the threat, the red dot, the mirror, the silence that followed. Comments poured in. HOA's gone too far. That mom's a damn hero. Chalk dinosaur deserves a statue. And so it did. A mural appeared at the park. A colorful T-Rex in sunglasses standing triumphant over a black SUV. Beneath it, protected by precision. The story didn't end there. The men faced trial. Guilty on all counts. Impersonating law enforcement, attempted abduction, conspiracy. 22 years each. No bail? Marissa never gave interviews. When asked to speak at a veterans event, she said yes. She stood before a quiet crowd and said, "Authority isn't about shouting. It's not in a vest or a clipboard. It's in calm, in preparation, in knowing when to act." The room erupted in applause. Today, Willow Creek is safer, more alert. When HOA reps come knocking, they show ID. Real ID. Caleb keeps drawing. His dinosaurs are bigger now. Sometimes he gives them little red dots on their foreheads. Just in case. Marissa? She's the same. Quiet, watchful, protective. And the rifle? Still clean. Still locked. Always ready. Because some homes don't scare easy. Some knock back. Hard.